very significant, really underscoring the growing frustration, the growing concern among Israeli and also US officials over what is seen as really a lack of a plan for the day after in Gaza, and also what is currently happening in the Strip. We also do need to remember very similar comments from the Defence Minister Yoav Gallant about a month ago. He came out to say that Netanyahu's inaction on a plan is pushing Israel toward having to impose military and civilian control in Gaza. Now, just a few days ago, this is really being brought back into context now. It was the only centrist power in the coalition, Benny Gantz. He withdrew from that very limited war cabinet, citing the exact same thing, the lack of a post-war plan. And what this has really done now is put Netanyahu under even more pressure, put him in an even more dangerous position, given that he now has to rely on these very far right-wing elements of his government, specifically the National Security Minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir, and also the Finance Minister, Bezalel Smotrich. Now, these are people who we do need to remember have been openly pushing for the resettlement of Gaza, trying to get more illegal settlements pushed through in the West Bank. And this is certainly of major concern to international partners like the United States, something that the US has been coming out time and time again saying it simply will not accept and must be stopped, really, to give Israel the security that it needs. So certainly a lot of pressure here on Netanyahu, not just these divisions between the military and himself, but also within the coalition. And we cannot forget what is currently happening on the Israeli street. Demonstrations really happening on a daily basis now. You have anti-government protesters. They are calling for snap elections. They are calling for Benjamin Netanyahu to step down before October 7. And they're also calling for the immediate release of these hostages. They're calling for Benjamin Netanyahu to cut a deal with Hamas to get these remaining 116 people out of the Gaza Strip who've been held there for some 9 months now. So certainly a very, very difficult position for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. And really, these comments are becoming much more frequent.